back to 510 Prospecting. We're out here in Southern Oregon, once again, at a place that you've seen in a couple of our previous videos. We're on a gravel bar pretty loaded with gold. Small to mid-sized stuff, flakes, flood gold mostly. It's where two rivers connect, and this is a side channel that dries up when the water gets lower. We were actually here a couple months ago, and right where I'm standing, I would have been under probably about 4 feet of water. So you can see there still is water here. It's just down a couple feet. If you dig down, you'll find it. So we got a little bit of this water. We're gonna do some recirculating today in our gold cube. So let me show you that. All right, and here's the setup today. Got the cube, got a 4-stack, got indicator mat up top, got the dream mat right down here, and then 2 lower trays of the standard gold cube matting. Recirculating, got a tub in the other tub, and pulling water out of these little ponds here. All right, and here's where we're working. Got the classifying station here, a couple buckets. We're just gonna classify as much as we can, get ran through the cube. We actually met up with Jefferson State Gold, and he was working here. Chatted with him, and he said, feel free to take it over and start working, so we're gonna do just that. We did take one pan out of here, and let me show you that. All right, here's the results from our first pan. Got some pretty good chunks in here. All right, and that pan was pretty good. So we're just gonna keep working here. You can see there is a defined red layer here, and right just underneath it is a gray clay layer. So we'll test both. So far, we took the sample out of the red layer, and that was pretty good. I know there's a little bit of gold in the gray stuff. We'll see how much, and if it's not worth working, then what we'll do is we'll just move this overburden, scrape off that red layer, and run that. We took our first test pan from right here. That was really good. There's this grayish clay layer. Tested from that, zero flakes. Went down a little bit further. There was actually another bit of a reddish clay layer. Sampled that from right here. 1 little flake. So I think we are just going to scrape off this overburden right here. We're gonna run that red clay layer and see what we get. So we got 6 buckets full of material out of this hole. We've opened it up quite a bit here, you can see. I'm starting to process it down, get it down to a 1/4 inch, and then he's over there running everything that's sub 1/4 inch through the cube. All right, we are running the last bucket. You can see the water's pretty dirty. We did change it out or add some clean water along the way, but this is very clay rich material and water gets dirty quick. So this is the last bucket, like I said. And then we are getting more buckets ready to bring home. Here's a look at the area so far. Started a new little cut right here since last time. It's a pretty big area. So we'll fill as many buckets as we can, bring those home, and then we'll keep plugging away at those. Back in a bit. We're done for the day. We got 7 buckets to take home, and we ran 7 buckets unclassified through the cube. Here's a final look at the hole that we dug, and we didn't do all of it. Remember there was that hole punched already. We just worked off of that. And that's it. We're gonna head home. All right, we're starting to go through the 7 buckets of materials. We've got the bigs right here, mediums, and then we've got the small stuff here, and then all the cons are right here. So we're gonna go pan through this stuff just to make sure there's nothing slightly bigger than an 1/8, and then we're in the process of running this right here. Here's a quick look at the box. We ran about half the material in each bucket. We're seeing quite a bit of color in here. It's a good sign.
Okay, so this is what the mat looks like after the 2 buckets were ran. see up here. So decent amount of color in here. We definitely know that there's some gold that made it to the bottom trays too. So we'll get the cube cleaned up and see how we did.
Okay, so we just finished running all the material through the cube twice. We've got our cons here, and we're just hand panning it out. And here is the results from 14 unclassified buckets. We classified those down, got them down to about 4 buckets we could run through the cube, and that's the result. We'll get this dried up and then we'll weigh it. All right, and here's the gold we got from the South Umpqua River. We'll go ahead and weigh it up. All right, there it is, 0.243. Not too bad. All right, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, share, subscribe, and follow our Instagram at 510 Prospecting. See you in the next one.